ever been hurt so deeply that you kept replaying it over and over and over in your mind? Ever smiled on the outside but carried anger on the inside? Ever felt ignored, unheard, unhealed? If that's you, keep listening. And if not, keep living. Because hurt that never heals can slowly become hatred. And anger that is never surrendered can turn into destruction. Hey family, my name is Tony Lewis, and it's my plum-pleasing pleasure as usual to share today a few minutes for us underdogs and strugglers in broken homes. If these videos are ministering to you, like, comment, subscribe, and share with somebody who needs healing from hurt and anger. Thank you, family, for all your love and support. Now, let me share with you part 65 in the third underdog and struggling family. God works in messed up families. In this powerful series, when family gets messy, Today, we meet a messed up family member named Absalom. Pain turned into rebellion. And family, unhealed hurt is dangerous because pain that sits too long starts speaking too loudly. And when bitterness grows, wisdom shrinks. Let me tell you his story. It's found in 2 Samuel chapter 13 and 19. Absalom was the son of King David. He was a handsome brother, popular, charismatic. People loved him. But his family life was filled with pain. His sister Tamar was violated by their half-brother Amnon. And when justice didn't happen quickly, Absalom became angry. Instead of bringing his pain to God, he buried it. And instead of healing, he started hating. Eventually, his bitterness grew so strong that he killed Amnon. But it didn't stop there, because unforgiveness always wants more. Absalom slowly became turning people against his own father. What? He stood near the city gate pretending to care for people while secretly stealing their hearts. Then one day, he rebelled against King David, his own daddy. What? He tried to take the kingdom. He tried to take the throne, y'all. He tried to take the crown. But rebellion never ends well. Never ends well. During the battle, Absalom's long hair got caught in a tree and he died hanging there. The son who wanted the throne lost his life. Absalom didn't start out as a rebel. He didn't start out as a wounded son. But instead of healing, he held on to hurt. And what you hold on too long can start holding on to you. Let me say that again. And what you hold on to too long can start holding on to you. Let me tell you how he struggled. He held on to hurt. He kept replaying the pain instead of releasing it to God. Who am I talking to? He refused reconciliation. He chose revenge instead of restoration. He let anger grow into bitterness, and it became a giant rebellion. He manipulated people. He acted caring on the outside while carrying corruption on the inside. He rebelled against authority instead of respecting leadership. You ever been there? He tried to destroy it. He allowed pride to control him. He wanted power more than peace. How he could have succeeded. This is how he could have did it. Imagine if Absalom had talked honestly with his father. Just imagine if he had sought godly counsel. Just imagine with me if he had forgiven. Imagine if he had surrendered his pain to God, his story could have been different, because pain does not have to become poison. God can heal what people broke. But what is the lesson? What is the lesson? Pain that is not healed will eventually be revealed. Pain that is not healed will eventually be revealed. When you and I struggle like Absalom, and you hold hurt instead of healing, when you replay pain instead of praying, when you become bitter instead of better, when you secretly compete with people you should love, when you smiling in public but hurting privately, when you stop listening to wise counsel and let your emotions become your leader. Lord have mercy, you've been there. And family, feelings make terrible kings. When you succeed and you're forgiving instead of fighting, you're helping heal folk instead of hiding. When you're praying instead of plotting, you seek peace instead of revenge. You talk honestly instead of manipulating. You humble yourself instead of promoting yourself. You release the past instead of reliving it. And family, healing is not pretending you were never hurt. Healing is refusing to let hurt control your future. Family, don't let pain push you into destruction. Don't let hurt become hatred. Don't let disappointment become rebellion. God can heal broken hearts. God can restore damaged families. God can clean wounds you thought would never close. But you must surrender the pain to Him, because what stays buried often stays bitter. But remember the lesson. Pain that is not healed will eventually be revealed. See you next week for the next a few minutes for us, for the next God Works in Messed Up Families, for the 4th episode in our series, When Family Gets Messy. To God be the glory. I'm out, y'all.